And welcome back to the Crypto Hawk Show. There's a platform that I just found out about, and it's massive. It has got so many partners, you're not going to believe it. Currently, it does not have a crypto that goes with it. It's more designed to be just a platform that stable coins can be utilized on. We're going to go over this today. We're going to start with it. I believe that it's heavily stellar based with XRP. Look, you're going to have all your top cryptos interacting with stuff. So there's no secret. Everything's going to be XRP, XDC, XLM, like that kind of shit, Wormhole and all these others. You're going to have like your core 10 cryptos that are heavily involved in like everything. So we're going to go over this one. Somebody sent me it and said, hey, Crypto Hulk, do a deep dive on this. This one, I'm telling you what, the partners just like never end. So I'm going to show you their website here. It's called Tempo. Let me do a copy and a paste. This thing is enormous. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. What I do know is how to get high off drugs, cocaine, heroin, opium, LSD, peyote, Demerol, whatever. I slam it, mix it up in protein drinks and drink. I'm high, so fucking high all the time. If you ever get a phone call from me or whatever, don't listen to anything I say. I'm so fucking high when I talk to people and give them financial advice, which isn't. Okay, now that we got that legal disclaimer out of the way, let's get into this. We got something called Tempo. And let me click on their main page here. The blockchain now this is a payments blockchain. Tempo is a purpose-built layer 1 blockchain for payments, developed in partnership with leading fintechs and Fortune 500s. Tempo enables high throughput, low-cost global transactions for any use case. Very interesting. Tempo's testnet is live. Now, this is back in December 9th, 2025. Today, with the launch of our public testnet, anyone can start building on Tempo. Tempo is built to deliver instant, deterministic settlement, predictively low fees, and a stablecoin native experience, which are qualities that most general-purpose blockchains still struggle to provide for financial applications. The testnet brings together the core features that make payments viable on-chain. Since announcing Tempo in December, we've moved quickly from concept to implementation. What began as a vision for a payments-first blockchain is now a functioning network being tested by many of the world's leading companies. We've been proud to work with Anthropic, Coupang, Deutsche Bank, DoorDash, Lead Bank, Mercury, Nubank, OpenAI, Revolut, Shopify, Standard Chartered, Massive Ripple Partner, Visa, Massive Ripple Partner, and to have their help validating real payment workloads. Since our announcement, we've welcomed Brex, Coastal, Cross River Bank, early first day. That's like Ripple's first partner right there. Cross River Bank, Deal, Fair, Figure, Gusto, Kalshi, Klarna, MasterCard, Payoneer. Both of those are Massive Ripple partners. Persona, Ramp, UBS. What's live on the testnet? Dedicated payment lanes. Payments have guaranteed block space reserved at the protocol level. They don't compete with other traffic like NFT mints, liquidation, or high-frequency contract calls. Fees stay low and stable even when other network activity spikes. with a target of a 0.1% payment transaction. So you think of a 1% charge, this is 1/10 of that. For payment processors, that means no downtime. Stablecoin native gas. Now, still, this isn't as cheap as the XRP ledger with like 0.0000001 or whatever. This is 1/10 of 1%. So let's say you're sending $100 million. 1% of that would be $1 million. So 10% of that would be 100,000. So, it's still not super cheap. 1/10 of 1%. So you're a big bank. This is why I think this is just going to be for I don't know. I'm going to tell you the good and the bad with this, but 1/10 of 1%. So 1%, $100 million. So 1% of that would be $1 million. And what's 10% of $1 million? 100,000 to move. That seems like it's a lot. You got $100 million. You want to move it? Are you going to want to pay $100,000? Not me. But let's keep reading here. I'm on the section that says tempo. Yeah, I'm not on the front page. I'm kind of I clicked on another page, but stablecoin native gas, built-in asset digital exchange. Tempo includes a native decentralized exchange optimized for stablecoins and tokenized deposits. This platform is going to run on stablecoins. That's what it's designed for. Not crypto, not sending crypto payments. Typical crypto, we're talking, this is stablecoin payment platform, okay? Each transfer can include structured memo fields. That'll probably be ISO 20022. For invoice numbers, cost centers, fast deterministic finality, modern wallet design methods. What can you build with Tempo? Remittances, global payments, embedded finance, microtransactions, agentic commerce, and tokenized deposits. What's next for Tempo? So what is coming with Tempo? Tempo's testnet launch kicks off the next phase of Tempo's development with a focus on scale, reliability, and integration experience. Over the coming months, like right now, we'll continue onboarding new infrastructure partners, adding new features and developer tooling. Let us look. Let me check the comments on this thing. We got EvMac. Welcome to the entry-level membership. And eChains. Thanks, CryptoHulk. You the man. 1970 legend is like Robert Bob Bobby. Bobby. Everyone, wait. Good evening, everyone. Everything in the green today for once. It's all speculation. Doesn't mean nothing. It really doesn't. I don't care whether it's up or down. Right now, it doesn't even, nothing matters. Cheap crypto is a very good thing. Now, let me go over a little deep dive I got here. Tempo is a purpose-built layer one. So it's competition for all the layer ones. It's optimized for stablecoin payments and real-world financial applications. It's Ethereum virtual machine compatible. So now that kind of tells us that it's Cosmo SDK, and Cosmo worked with Tendermint to make this. We also know that the Cosmo SDK is integrated in the XRP ledger as a side chain. So everything Ethereum and whatever Cosmo related, Cosmo has its own interoperability. So that brings a lot of they can run on the XRP ledger. And a lot of these partners, these partners I was reading off, a lot of these all are Ripple partners, Standard Chartered and all these, MasterCard, Visa. So they're using the Ethereum virtual chain, the SDK, Cosmo SDK on Ripple and all that shit. They are. They got all these Ripple partners and banks and shit. You tell me they're not going to use it? That's fucking stupid. Of course they are. Now, this thing is fast. 100,000 transactions per second. What's the finality on this? 0.6 seconds. 0.6 seconds. It's lightning fast. It's a little pricey compared to the XRP ledger. Yeah. So you're going to be paying a lot of money. If you got a lot of money to move, like that's a tenth of 1%, that's a lot, especially when you're dealing with big money. Some of you guys, I'm telling you what, some of you guys are going to be worth $500 million. What if you want to move your $500 million? This motherfucking thing might cost you $500,000 to move $500 million. That's a lot of fucking money. I'm just reading this thing off. I'm not saying I'm all down for it or whatever. I'm just showing you we have a new platform. Maybe this platform runs on the XRP ledger, and then bam, now it goes down to 0.00001. Maybe that, I don't know. I'm just reading it off. It has a built-in DEX. It's ISO 20022, deterministic settlement, programmable smart contracts, passkey authentication. It has compliance mechanisms for institutional adoption, supports tokenized deposits. It has TIP-20 token standards for enhanced payments. The project was incubated by Stripe. Now let's take a little look here on Stripe. Let me show you this. Here's an article right here. This is Stellar. Stripe is basically Stellar. Look right there. There's your evidence for that. So I don't go over Stellar. I don't got much Stellar in Caleb Brown. If you look below the channel, you'll see the more. Click on more. That's where you can join Caleb Brown to buy all these cryptos we're talking about. You got the best custody solution, Fireblocks. 2,400 of the world's biggest banks are using Fireblocks, banks and financial institutions. Also, you'll see right below the channel, the Crypto Hulk Lawyer. We have a very, very good legal price. Compared to another competitor, we're $2,000 cheaper. There's another competitor, the guy with the shiny teeth and smiling all the time. Theirs is $5,000. Okay, that other channel, theirs is $5,000. Ours is $3,000 for most people. $2,800 actually. But you can go to the other channel and pay $5,000. That's your choice. And plus, ours doesn't lock you into any kind of an agreement with Caleb Brown. Your LLC is completely separate. You don't have to sign no legal papers. Nobody's charging you nothing. There's no monthly fee. But theirs is $2,000 more, and you have to sign contracts with them and all that. You don't have to do none of that with me. I don't mention names. I don't mention names of retarded ass channels. Okay. Wow, Crypto Hulk. How do you really feel? Don't get me started on dumb shit people on YouTube. The project was incubated by Stripe and Paradigm. So you can clearly see right here, Stellar and Stripe integration. Ta-da! So this whole platform is integrated with Stripe Stellar. There you go. Ta-da! Mystery solved. Now, why? Let me show you something else. I want you to see right here. You want to see how big Stripe is on Stellar? Watch this. This is why I believe this platform is built on Stellar. Or it will go to Stellar after whatever it's on now with this Ethereum virtual machine and all that. Take a look what we got here. Look at the link I just showed you. Stellar Stripe relationship. Stripe was the first. So here we go. Listen to this. This is 2018. 8 years ago almost. Listen to this. Stripe was the first organization to back Stellar. Stripe was the first organization to back Stellar. Stripe considered working with Jed McCaleb of Stellar when Stripe attempted to buy Ripple Labs. Oh, see what we got going on here? So Stripe really wanted to work with Jed McCaleb. He basically started Ripple Labs with everybody else. He's like the brains of all this. Stripe gave $3 million to the Stellar Development Foundation for how much? 2 billion lumens. Now, how many lumens right now are in the public circulation? 50. So how many does he have? 2. He's got one out of 25 stellar lumens. Okay. 1 out of 25 stellars floating around. Stripe owns those. So that kind of shows you right there. Somebody asked a question. If they end up using stable coins, what is the use for XRP? Bridge currency. Some of you guys don't even know what XRP is. So let me explain for the brand new people that don't know. On the XRP ledger, it's like an exchange. You can put in pesos. The XRP is the bridge. And then the other side comes dollars. Get it? So that's kind of what the XRP network, the patented that they try to keep secret right now, how it works. It's based on IOUs, basically. This person knows that person. There's connections that are drawn, okay? The algorithm, the computer code, and I don't understand how all this shit works. I'm not even going to try to sound like I know what I'm talking about. Ripple has a magic algorithm, computer system, database of all these people and this and that, and you connect and make payments based on who trusts who. Based on IOU kind of shit for all the people that are validators and all the members and shit like that, and they move money around and help trace out. I'll give you $200, you give him, and then all this happens in lightning speed. Okay. So imagine stable coins. Stable coins are based on dollars. All kinds of dollars all around the world. And then imagine all kinds of payment companies with their own stable coin. So Walmart's going to have a stable coin. JCPenney's going to, everybody's going to have a fucking Crypto Hulk stable coin, right? Maybe I'll base my stable coin on the Japanese yen. And BlackRock bases it on fucking the Chinese, whatever it is. Where the XRP comes in, for the brand new people that don't know, it's a bridge in between. So what's going to happen is we're not going to buy shit with crypto. It's all going to be with stable coins, because otherwise that's why the governments of the world got rid of Facebook's Libra. Facebook Libra was going to take over the world. Why? Because you don't need the United States money. Stable coins prevent crypto from taking over money from all around the world. You not get this? So the United States will have the dollar, and everybody and their brother is going to have a stable coin. A JP Morgan coin will be a stable coin. BlackRock's going to have a coin. All these motherfuckers are going to have a coin, right? But it's all going to be based on, in America, it's all going to be based on what? The dollar. Why? So the dollar doesn't go out of existence. You're not going to go to a store and buy shit with XRP, okay? XRP is a bridge. It's not meant to be used to buy shit. Do you get it? Okay. That's not the intended use case. Do people do it now? Yes. Will they do it in the future? No. What's going to happen is XRP is the bridge, and the XRP ledger is the platform. So I live in America. We will in the future everything will have to be used in dollars to buy shit. Okay. So I got dollars. But I might want to buy something in Japan. Okay, like some egg rolls or something, right? Oh, that's Chinese, Japanese. Shut up. So I live in America. Yeah, XRP acts as a temporary intermediary to convert one currency to another. There you go. It's a bridge. So no one's buying shit with XRP. I live in America. I want to contact Mexico. I look on the internet and they have some really cool, what's cool about Mexico? Sombrero. So there's a sombrero I want to buy. I'm going to use, I go to my bank and let's say I got XRP and it's worth 10, let's say my XRP is worth $100 million. Now, again, the system, the rails that we have, the rails we're going to have will not allow people to buy shit with crypto. It's going to have to do a conversion. So, but let's say I have XRP before they make it outlawed or illegal or whatever. So I'll be able to convert. They're not going to let you keep this shit in the future. I strongly, no. What's going to happen is they'll take my $100 million XRP I got, convert that into a stable coin, which is $1, send that across the XRP ledger to Mexico. Juan Gomez and Cisco Ortiz sells me a sombrero for $5,000, 5,000 pesos. He sends the pesos or the hat, the sombrero to me because I buy the hat for 5,000 pesos, but I send my American money and a conversion takes place. The American dollar floats through the system in a stablecoin form. Maybe I use a JP Morgan stablecoin. Maybe I use a Taco Bell stablecoin. Whatever it is in America, it's based on the US dollar. You will have to use the US dollar back stablecoin. Whatever company you buy your stablecoin from, it has to be backed by the US dollar. And everything will have to be approved by the government. And only certain stablecoins will be allowed for trade. And once they're all inspected and approved, then I'll use the Taco Bell stablecoin, which is $1, and buy that fucking sombrero. It'll convert into pesos. So Juan Gomez gets his fucking pesos, and I get my fucking sombrero. Okay, XRP. So that's how XRP is going to be used. It's a bridge. So So that's what happens. And that whole trend. So here we have Stripe has already been all mixed up with Jed McCaleb and Ripple and all these things since like almost day one. So Stripe is basically stellar. Okay. And let's click out of that. Let me check some comments and we'll keep going. Salvador Ramirez. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for the explanation, Hulk. Okay. Now remember, XRP is not meant for you and me. Now this is fact. Now what I think is they were using us for test rats. So XRP came out 2012, 13. What are we talking now? 12 years, 13 years, whatever it is ago. I think they let out the XRP to see it work and all these kinds of things. But they're going to get it all back. We were just the test. I think David Schwartz has clearly told us we're not the intended targets, okay? You and me, like if you understand anything about XRP, it's not designed for you and me to go buy shit and go buy a pizza and go buy a Lambo. That's not, XRP is designed to be a bridge in the XRP network. You're not buying shit. Nobody's going to buy shit with XRP. So now the people that don't know, they're like, well, I thought they're going to use XRP. No, you don't know anything. That's why we're explaining it right now. And I don't know everything, but you don't know anything. Some of you people. So you're not buying shit with that. No one's going to buy shit with XRP. This whole platform is a stablecoin platform, but it's going to need a bridge. All the trillions of dollars, all these trillions of transactions and shit are going to occur with stablecoins that utilize the XRP ledger, and XRP is a bridge trillions and trillions of times. So that's how this works. Okay, let's get back to business here. BIDNESS, business. Oh, now listen, this thing is flush with money. Listen to this. The project was incubated by Stripe and Paradigm with a private testnet launched September 2. So it's right now, it's all in testnet. Just like XRP has been a test. They've been doing tests with us. We're like the guinea pigs. We've been buying XRP and moving it and sell it. They just want to see if there's errors, if it's hackable. They've been doing all this shit for 10, 12 years. We've been using it thinking, oh, we're getting over on them. No, they're using us to make sure this shit works, okay? And then I think one day they're going to get it all back, let me tell you. Because you see, XRP is designed for institutions, not people like you and me. Institutions, let me tell you something. They're not going to pay 1/10 of 1%. That shit costs so much. That's not even a good deal. See, XRP is different. That's why it's point. What, Mr. OG or somebody good with numbers, how much is a transaction cost with XRP? Is it 4 zeros or 5? And then a 1? Somebody let me know. It's not 0.006. Come on. Somebody who knows. One of you guys quit being lazy. One of you guys knows. Okay, I'll be looking this one up myself. Grok. What is the transaction burn for XRP? Okay, it's got like 5 zeros, 0.00. It's got like 5 zeros to it. 10 drops. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. It's equivalent to 10 drops, where 1 XRP is 1 million drops. But anyhow, it's whatever the value of XRP is, it's 4 zeros and then a 1. So it's way, way, way cheaper. Well, then again, if that XRP is $100,000, if it's fit, so it depends. If XRP is $100, 0.000, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So it depends. As XRP goes up, that transaction fee goes up, but still, it's way cheaper than the 1/10 of 1%. So 4 zeros. Let's go back to business here. So we got the project started there. Okay, this project raised $520 million total. That's $500 million already. The mainnet, okay, so it's in testnet now. When will this go to mainnet? January through June of next year. Like, this thing is going to go, no more test, fully 100% legit, January, February, March, April, May, or June of 2026. Then this thing is like full out real, no more testnet shit. No native token has been launched, but the ecosystem encourages testnet interactions for potential rewards or airdrops. So that's very interesting. They have global payouts and payroll, remittance, tokenized drops. Let's look at some of the partners here. Stripe, Paradigm, the partner, a guy named Matt Huang, Huang. I think Huang in Chinese means yellow. So Matt Yellow. Matt Yellow is the founder of Paradigm, board member of Stripe, early investor in crypto. Oh, he previously worked at Sequoia Capital. He's a big shot. Georgios Konstantinopoulos. He's a general partner and CTO, chief technology officer at Paradigm. He led RETH, which it's RETH, which is an Ethereum node. He's a Rust expert, RUST. We have a partner called Donkard Feist. Donkard Feist is a core developer and researcher on the Ethereum Foundation member. He is a specialist in zero knowledge proofs. I'll bet you they use ZK Sync because Vitalik Buterin hold on. What does Vitalik Buterin say? ZK Sync is now the main capital hub. Ethereum is now the main capital hub of ZK Sync. Vitalik Buterin also said that ZK Sync is one of the most underrated cryptocurrencies. ZK Sync. So I have a feeling ZK Sync might come into play here eventually, or it is right now. I don't know. But you can buy ZK Sync at Caleb and Brown. I got it. It's one of my, I'd say, top 10. Ever since Vitalik Buterin said that, I'm like, fuck, I need to double up on my ZK Sync. Let's see. We got Simon Taylor. He's from Barclays Bank, Ripple partner. Ithaca.xyz. They do blockchain and research and development. Liam Horn, Horne. He's a crypto engineer. He used to work at Optimism, which is an Ethereum layer 2. He came over to this. Patrick O'Grady. Patrick O'Grady. That's my Irish accent. I've been practicing. We have a collaborator. His name is Patrick O'Grady, and he is a founder of Commonwear, previously at Ava Labs, which is Avalanche. He also used to work at Coinbase. He used to work at Stanford, blockchain infrastructure expert. Oh, shit. See what I'm telling you here? This is fucking massive. Patrick O'Grady, welcome to the show, eh? Let's scroll through. Let's look at some other partners here. You got Paradigm, Green Oaks Capital. They led $500 million into this project. Green Oaks Capital, they know how to raise some fucking money. $500 million. Oh, shit. Thrive Capital led 500. So basically, this thing's a unicorn already, and it's still on testnet. You realize how fucking amazing that is? That's pretty fucking good. Sequoia Capital is here. Ribbit Capital. Ribbit. SV Angel. Deutsche Bank. Oh, shit. That's Europe's biggest bank. Deutsche Bank. New Bank. That's the Warren Buffett Bank down in Brazil. New Bank. Standard Chartered. Strong Ties. All these got technology. Standard Charter's all up in this. That's Ripple right there. Let me show you. Hold on a minute. Standard Chartered has been a Ripple partner for like 10 years. Sounds like you're from the North Kilns. Damn, that was good. Oh my gosh. You know, I watch these shows sometimes and there are people that speak. I don't watch standard movies. I watch movies from around the world, you know, And so they have these Irish accents, and I'll listen to them and sometimes try to practice them, but it's just all in fun. I basically like all people, but I got to make fun of something. So, all right. You got Standard Chartered, massive Ripple partner, Visa, massive Ripple partner, Klarna, Payoneer, Stripe, Paradigm, Commonwear.xyz, Anthropic, OpenAI is involved. Like who is not involved? You got DoorDash, MetaMask is involved. That's an Ethereum-based wallet. Phantom is involved. Ethereum-based wallet. Agora is involved. Frax, Alchemy Pay, Ripple Partner. You can buy that at Caleb Brown. That's like one of my top 10 holdings. Layer Zero. You got to get that crypto on Caleb Brown. Across, Privy, Privy. Farcaster's involved in this platform. Right now, there's no native token. I think they're going to have one, honestly. But it's an interoperable platform, but I still think they're going to have one. Let me look through. Government. Okay, Deutsche Bank, Lead Bank, Mercury, New Bank, Revolut, Standard Chartered, Visa, Brex, Coastal Community Bank, Cross River Bank's involved in this. Let's take a little look at Cross River, everybody. If you watch Crypto Hulk Show, you know all about Cross River Bank, Ripple's first partner. Look right here. I've been showing you this fucking shit for like 5.5 years. Everyone's like, Cross River Bank, that's nothing to do with Ripple. Where do you find the article with that, Crypto Hulk? You find it up your anus. Look right here. Cross River Bank to integrate Ripple for real-time international payments. This is September 2014. Oh, my God. Day one Ripple partner, Cross River Bank. No other channel talks about that. Just Crypto Hulk, because I got nothing to do except do research all the time. I got no fucking life, you know. We got Deal, Fair, Figure, Gusto, Kalshi, Klarna, MasterCard, Payoneer, Ripple partner. MasterCard already has a crypto card with Ripple. UBS Bank, Ripple partner. Coupang, not Putang. DoorDash, Shopify, Anthropic, OpenAI, MetaMask. I read off some of these. Fireblocks. Oh, shit. Caleb Brown, what is Fireblocks? Crypto Hulk, you already gave us the commercial on that. Shut up. So this is using Fireblocks, which is the best crypto custody on the planet. That's what Caleb Brown uses. You got Privy, BitGo, Bridge, which is Stripe. So something called Bridge, Crossmint, Conduit, Layer Zero across. Mesh, Yellow Card, out of Africa, Ripple Technology, Allium, Artemis, Chainalysis, the biggest crypto investigator. If you lose crypto, Chainalysis can find it, and they know how to get it back. Okay, that's Chainalysis. All the governments use Chainalysis. Elliptic, Blockade, Sardine, TRM Labs, Alchemy, again, which is a Ripple partner, QuickNode, Tenderly, ThirdWeb. Chainlink, Ripple partner, by the way. You can buy that at Caleb Brown. Gelato, Agora, Brale, Frax, USD, Circle, and Tether. I need some water. Hold on. Everybody's fucking involved in this shit. I think I'm gonna call it a wrap on this Tempo platform. It's just got everybody's in this for payments. Not like JP Morgan and shit, but Standard Chartered. But this thing's just got all the players for payments, and there's really no more I could say about this. It's fucking massive, okay? So it might come out with a stable coin of its own or some kind of a crypto of its own. I don't know. We shall see. Let me take a look at the comments here. Stuart Lavelle, do your Aussie accent, Hulk. I don't know if I've practiced. I don't think I've practiced Australian accent. I'd have to listen to some Australian people and practice, and I don't know. I've never really practiced. I have Indian. Sometimes I've done the Indian one. Sometimes I'll go through like the drive-through, like at a burger place or something, and use my Indian accent, and they'll think that I'm. Then when I pull up the window, I've had them looking around. They'd stick their head out and look around. And they're like, "Did you just order this?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why are you looking at me all funny? And the person's like, "Oh, never mind. Never mind." I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, I'll get that. I'll get in my Indian mode and use my Indian accent, and they'll really think I'm an Indian person. Timbo, whoo man, Hulk. Here's for your hard work, but most importantly, your time. So right on, Timbo's now a member of the club. Let's look at how to get in touch with Crypto Hulk. Willie Miller. I got to get a hold of Willie Miller. Where is my Instagram? If you want to get a hold of the Crypto Hulk, it's at, let me type this in for you there, buddy. Let me do this. At the Crypto Hulk 2025, and that's Instagram. Then if you want to try X, which used to be Twitter, do you have Twitter? X, and that'll be at so on X, it's at CryptoHulk19. The C and the H are capital. The other letters are lowercase 19. What you have to do on Twitter or X is comment on one of my posts. Say, hey, CryptoHulk, follow me. I just joined. And then I will follow you. And then I will send you a message saying it's me. And then we can exchange information. There you go. What I'm going to need to see is don't take a picture of the screen. Please don't, because that's not proof. Like I could get anybody to take a picture of the top chat, go into your, say, so when you contact me, hi, Crypto Hulk. My name is at Timbo-S1 on YouTube. I don't need a real name because I won't be able to know who that is. So, hi, Crypto Hulk. It's at Timbo-S1 on YouTube. I'm letting you know, here's proof of my YouTube account. Here's a picture. The show that I joined, here's the name of the show. Give me the name of the show that it was. And it's Friday, January 2nd. Now, if you leave a super chat after the show, you really need to tell me the date, the time, and the show. Like right now, what's weird with YouTube is this. I'm going to see Timbo. When I look up my account, it's going to show all the people that donate during the show. Here's where YouTube's so fucking stupid. They don't include after the show super chat stuff. They hide. I don't know where they hide. I have to manually find that show and go find the donation. Otherwise, it doesn't even show up. So sometimes it goes like a week or two. I'll ask you. So Timbo doesn't have to do like the date. I can verify his by looking on the account. But some people, I got to look that shit up, go back a week or two and try to find the exact show, the exact minute. So you know what I'm going to do? Tell you what show and exactly what minute can I go. Because I'm not doing all the research shit, man. It's too fucking much. YouTube's all kinds of fucked up anyway. So, okay. All right. Brother, this is just for you and the team. All right, let's get back to work. Where are we at? 45 minutes. Okay, Ripple. Oh, I want you to see something. I want you to see how all this works. Watch a Ripple. Ripple comes out with these things at the right time. It's all choreographed. I told you, they already have it done. They make it look like they just invented this shit. This is so fucking, watch this right here. Ripple unveils, all of a sudden now, Ripple unveils a native XRP lending feature on what? The ledger, targeting institutional players. This is what I'm telling you, all right? Ripple's not designed for you and me. I wouldn't be surprised in the future if they made us sell off our XRP or whatever it is. It's not designed for us, okay? It's designed to be a bridge. Ripple has unveiled plans to introduce native lending directly on the XRP ledger. The proposed feature allows XRP to be borrowed, locked, utilized, and repaid entirely on ledger without relying on external DeFi applications. Now, I got some bad news and good news for everybody. The bad news is this could really put out of business. You ever heard of like DeFi companies? This might put all of them out of business. They could just do it all on the Ripple ledger. All this shit, borrowing, locked, utilized, repaid, all this shit. Why would you go to like somebody when you can just have it all done on the Ripple ledger? Let's read. This is a striking trust upgrade for banks and payment firms, as each loan is isolated within the protocol. It would not cascade across the system. It would reduce systemic risk and aligning the mechanism with traditional credit markets. Under the model outlined by Ripple's developers, listen to this, borrowed XRP would be locked for fixed terms, as in conventional lending agreements. The structure temporarily removes XRP from the circulating supply and could have price implications if adoption scales. So that means the circulating supply, you want to deal with Ripple with this, they take it off the market, that causes XRP price to go up, see? They're taking it out of the circulating supply. More importantly, the design prioritizes predictability, transparency, and protocol level enforcement. The timing of this announcement aligns with growing institutional interest. Let me tell you something. The institutions are coming in, and that's how we get rich. If you haven't gotten your loan yet, I'm telling you, if you can financially swing it, you need to fucking do it. And just pay off your XRP over time. Get that shit, put it in Caleb Brown, get your lawyer and all the stuff you need to get from us, because it's way cheaper than the competition. And it's better. You don't need to sign any kind of agreements with us. These other places, you're basically signing off your crypto to that other company. I'm like, dude, that's so fucking stupid. Like with us and my plan, your crypto's yours. You sign no legal papers with myself. Whatever business I have, you don't sign nothing with me. You don't sign no legal papers with Caleb Brown, none of that shit. You can leave Caleb Brown, bam, just like that. This other company, they lock you in. You are fucking locked in, okay? You sign all these papers and shit. And it costs you $2,000 more. It's $5,000. This efficiency has made XRP a practical solution for enterprises aiming to move capital globally at scale. And one of the blockchain technology's most credible value propositions. Meanwhile, regulatory clarity has strengthened XRP's institutional appeal. They're coming in, everybody. When they're right here. The resolution of Ripple's long-running dispute with the SEC is done. They fixed it. You got the Genius Act coming in. the digital asset markets clarity act coming in. Institutions are coming in. See, this is where Ripple, look, this shit's already worked out. Ripple was waiting and waiting when all the court cases over and and then Ripple releases this. Oh shit, all the institutions come in. Then we get so crazy rich. So that's what's going on. Ripple's going to have like their own little program here. They're gonna have their own little lending program. Remember, Ripple bought all these companies and shit. So, and that's going to cause the price of XRP to skyrocket when they start. What if Ripple does? Well, Ripple burned off the stable coin. Ripple burned like what, 20 million stable coins? Well, Stellar, which used to be Ripple, which I mean, Jed McCaleb used to work at Ripple. Jed McCaleb went over to Stellar, made 100 million Stellar lumens, and burned up half. What if Ripple does that, burns up half? Then you got 50 billion. But guess what? What if they're doing all this lending shit and they take half that off the market? What if you only got 25 billion in circulation? Oh, shit. So we go from 100 down to, you just 4x the price of XRP right there. Oh, shit. Just letting you know. We got 9 minutes. Okay. Let's see. BlackRock. Let's look at what's, speaking of institutions, let's talk about institutions right here. Let's talk about the world's biggest institution, BlackRock, the biggest investment company in the world. BlackRock, 13 trillion in customers' assets invested. BlackRock was the first. It has a tokenized fund. Brand new people. Tokenization is when you take a real world thing. In BlackRock's case, they took treasuries, a real world thing, and put it into a crypto form. BlackRock has $2 billion in assets of crypto. They take treasuries, United States treasuries, turn them into crypto form. Securitize does that. BlackRock's utilizing Ondo, which is a crypto, and Axelar, which is a Ripple partner crypto. You can buy Ondo at Caleb Brown. That's ONDO. And you can also buy Axelar, AXELAR at Caleb Brown. They're both of those two. Think about this. They're worked with BlackRock, for God's sakes. Now, some of you brand new people, I don't know about crypto. It's fake. And Crypto Hulk, all these cryptos you talk about. Okay, look, think of it like this. I know some of you guys are brand new. You got the biggest investment company in the entire world that used to warn you, oh, crypto's bad. It's highly volatile and the drug dealers use it. BlackRock is now running on Ondo and Axelar. Do you not understand that shit? Those are two cryptos that Caleb Brown sells you need to get. The biggest investment company in the world. Now all of a sudden, they've been telling you for the past 10 years, oh, crypto's bad. Crypto. You know why? Because they were building all this stuff, getting it set up. They didn't want you to buy it right away. They wanted the price to stay low so they could buy it up and then sell it to you at like 100 times the cost. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. We just got buddy fucked then. The Blue Falcon. Yep, that's what happened. Now all of a sudden, BlackRock has a platform. It's called Biddle. They're using a crypto called Ondo. I broke that story when Ondo was 8 cents. No other crypto person had a clue about Ondo. I even said Ondo is a partner with Axelar, which is a partner of Ripple. No other crypto person would talk about that one. And then about 2 or 3 months later, then Ripple announced, yes, we're working with BlackRock and Ondo with Axelar. Ondo went from 8 cents to like $1.40. Thank you, Crypto Hulk, for helping me like 12x my money or 14x my money. We do our best on the Crypto Hulk channel to find out everything early. So if you want to invest in it or not, Hey, if you got into Ondo at 8 cents and it went to $1.40, congratulations. You could have put in $1,000 and then made like $14,000 on that investment. Thank you, Crypto Hulk. Now, BlackRock's Biddle, it hits $100 million in dividends. That means this crypto that the world's, Ondo is one of the facilitators of this. Axelar is a facilitator. BlackRock, this fund, they paid out to the people that invested in their crypto fund $100 million in profits. Right now, this fund has $2 billion locked up in it. People have put in $2 billion into BlackRock's Biddle fund. What does this do? You take the traditional finance and you wrap it with blockchain technology. They're doing it right now. You don't have to believe in crypto. They're doing it right now. And you will be buying crypto in the future because they will get rid of the old school way of buying shit. That shit's going to be over. And then you will buy crypto. You don't have to believe it, but you will be buying it. Let's look. If you're brand new, which a lot of times I get brand new people, here's your evidence right here. GP, oh shit, it's up 65%. Let's go over that one really quick. We got 4 minutes. Here's your evidence. Building on Biddle, BUIDL. How Ondo, that's the crypto right there. Caleb Brown. I mean, you should get this shit right now. It's cheap. It used to be like $1.80. What is it? How much is Ondo now? 10 cents or something? Or it used to be like $1.40 or whatever. Now it's like hella cheap. How Ondo leverages BlackRock tokenized treasures. There you go. There's your evidence and there's your proof. Go to Caleb Brown, buy that shit right now. GPUS, hyperscale data. There's your, what we do on this channel is a lot of us buy crypto and stocks. If you're brand new, maybe you just want to buy stocks of crypto, right? Here's a stock for you. Ondo's 4 cents, no fucking way. Current price is 4 cents. Oh, 40. Okay, 40. Yeah, it used to be like $1.40. Here's GPUS. I've called them and talked to them before. I'm trying to get an interview going. Hyperscale Data Incorporated, 27 cents. It's up 48%. So this is what it's showing, I guess, on the 24-hour right now. So we got 2 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it a wrap. Yeah. So, oh, wait a second. Somebody. Oh, wait, that was $100. My bad. Let me check something real quick. Let me examine something really quick. Okay. Jonathan. So January 1st. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I missed Red. Timothy's was $100. So, okay. It was the guy Jonathan on January 1st. That's 500 right there. Then we got Walk of Life, December 31st. Cheney Lee, December 31st. And other people put a couple donations together to get there. We got Rob, December 19th. Wait. Okay. Timothy G. Shapp. So 100 and 100. So that's 2. Yeah, then I'd have to go back and start adding these up. But anyhow, okay, I will leave that. I'm going to kind of take a peek and see if I can do a show for the morning, Saturday morning. I'm not sure. What time is it now? 6 p.m. So just about the right time. Okay. I'm going to go see if I got enough news and for an AM show at 7 a.m. If not, I'll just do a PM. But anyhow, I'm going to get out of here and go. You go do what you got to do. Don't get arrested. Don't get too drunk, and I'll see you later.